At the beginning of 1957, Guglielmo Testai laid the basis for the tannery, which was to become one of the most important throughout the world. It was built in the area which is still known as the industrial estate of Ponte Capiano, a locality of Fucecchio in the province of Florence, Italy. As early as the 60s, the company, which was by now famous throughout Italy, began devoting itself with increasing attention to markets abroad, where it successfully made its presence felt thanks to the character of its products. In its constant pursuit of quality, in 2000 its products became ISO 9000 certified. The tannery expanded to an area of over 20,000 square meters, 10,000 of which at ground floor level. The research behind our articles and the fine-tuning stage represent the most crucial steps because they require professionalism, skill, and style. During this phase, designers and technicians develop the idea and the techniques necessary to create the prototype. The tanning process comprises numerous complex manufacturing phases. The raw material used by the tanning industry consists in raw hide, a material which deteriorates easily and therefore has to undergo a preservation process, which is carried out by the supplier at source. The Vecchia Toscana tannery uses only raw hides from European slaughterhouses, which are visited on a constant basis by our own personnel. During this phase, the entire hides are still controlled by hand by our expert staff and are then selected into different categories according to size and weight. Subsequently, the hides are loaded into drums where they are soaked and limed. Such operations are carried out in order to clean the hides of any organic and inorganic substances, including the salt used during the conservation process. The next phase serves to remove the hairs and to prepare the hides for the subsequent operation, which will end with the tanning phase. At this stage of treatment, the hide is referred to as pelt. Using fleshing machines, the subcutaneous layer, which is unsuitable for tanning, is removed. The fleshings are then sent to companies associated with the Tanners Consortium, which transform them into gels, soil, ameliorants, and other products. The tanning phase is the fundamental stage of the entire tanning cycle. Thanks to the use of trivalent chromium salts, it is possible to obtain a material which, unlike the raw hides, can no longer deteriorate and may be stored for long periods without any alteration. The resulting leather is referred to as wet blue due to the typical color it assumes during the manufacturing process. The splitting operation is carried out to reduce the thickness of the leather, obtaining two surfaces, one of which is defined as the grain of the leather and is used to produce more prestigious products, whilst the other, defined as split leather, is used for more economical articles. The wet blue leather is checked and divided into different categories according to selection criteria, which include the quality of tanning and the presence of defects such as cuts, veins, and holes. The retinage, dyeing, and fat liquoring phases give the tan leather organoleptic qualities such as color, feel, and softness, and also chemical and mechanical qualities for the overall finish of the article. The chemical substances used include resins, vegetable and synthetic extracts, dyes, fat liquors, and oils. The material obtained, referred to as crust, undergoes a mechanical process known as staking, which makes the leather more supple. It is then trimmed to eliminate the edges and to give the skin its final characteristic shape. From this phase onwards, the color is checked with particular care and attention by at least 2 members of staff, both in daylight and in a light booth. During the finishing phase, surface treatments are used to give the end product all the desired characteristics. With the use of padding machines, spray booths, and embossing machines, not only the color, look, softness, and desired print are obtained, but also any physical and mechanical properties required. Before the final phase, the skins are accurately checked in a laboratory and are allowed to go to the warehouse only after successfully undergoing certain chemical and mechanical tests. Particular care is taken in the control and selection of each single skin. Skins which pass the final phase are then measured, accurately packaged, and sent to the end user.